The day of old-fashioned marketing, the marketing that I was introduced to in 1999, is over. Not because there's anything wrong with it, and not because the basics still don't matter, because they do, but because of technology and the speed of information. The gap between those that know how to market and those that don't is about to grow tremendously. You know, it's the old saying, the haves and the have-nots. Those that have the information and know what they're doing, and the have-nots, the people that are wandering around trying to become a success in home business, but they really don't quite know how to. So what I want to do is I want to look at why this is happening. Because a couple people on the line I know will probably interpret what I'm saying as bashing. Guys, we are marketers from all different companies. I grew up in an MLM. I'm involved in an MLM. I'll tell you about that in a minute. No, I'm not going to try to do a big recruiting thing or anything like that. It's nothing like that. I believe in the industry. I believe in home businesses. My children are a product of having their mother at home because of a home business. But I also believe in, see, the key word in home business is business. And I believe in being a business person and being realistic. And you've heard the goofy sayings like, well, if you kept selling vinyl records when CDs came out, where would you be? If you're still selling CDs and we're moving into the digital age, very soon CDs will be gone altogether. So when you're looking at business and the future of business, you have to be realistic and you have to be a business person. And most importantly, and I say this every day to my clients, every day to my group, every day to my people, make business decisions, not emotional decisions. So I want to look at this tonight from a business standpoint. Back in the day, somebody would get involved in a home business, and they were told, make your list and go ahead and go out and show your business to, your 100 people or whatever. And you 100% should still do some of those things. And there's particular ways that I would train you how to do it if I were your trainer, but you need to go to the people that you know. You need to show them stuff. There's a way to do it, a way not to do it. Most people are taught a way not to do it, and that's why they fail at that. But in any case, when you get past that, the idea of walking around and trying to prospect at them, all that type of stuff, guys, it really doesn't work well now unless you're extremely charismatic, which most people aren't. I'm not. I can't do that. But the other reason why is the Internet has changed our society and the speed of information that we receive, the speed that we receive information in. And I want you to think, when you were a kid, I don't know how old you are. I'm 40. I'm 40. I'll be 41 soon. I'm going to be in my 40s. When we were kids, there were 10 TV channels maximum. Now there's hundreds and hundreds. We didn't have anything like the Internet. We didn't have, I have satellite radio now. I think I have 300 radio channels, and it's ever increasing. You'll notice now on cable TV or satellite TV, all the TV is on demand. Like you can pick the show you want to watch, and you can watch it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We didn't have that not very long ago. On the Internet, we have a thing called Google, which didn't exist not that long ago. We take for granted that this wasn't there just a couple of years ago. People can find whatever they want, wherever they want. Therefore, we have to think very differently as marketers. There's another trend going on, too, and it's cocooning. Most people, you used to go out to socialize. Now you go on Facebook to socialize, and that's what we're going to be talking about later on tonight in the webinar. You go on MySpace, you go on Facebook. There's a social marketing site now for every niche. If you're into dogs, there's a site for people that love dogs. If you like, gardening, there's a site for people that like gardening. If you're African American, there's a huge site for African American folks. There's social networking for women, there's social networking for home business owners, there's social networking for people that are into video games. So more and more people, and this is human nature, they're hooking up with people that have the same interests as them. Before, you used to have to wander around your town and meet people through your friends and so on to get to the people that were like you. Now you go on the Internet, do a search, and poof, you can find everybody in your area or across the country that's like you. So a lot is changing. And because of the nature of technology, people are able to eliminate their exposure to advertisement and what I call pitches. Think about it, haven't you? Don't you have a remote control that you skip the commercials with? Don't you have TiVo that you skip, when you record your TV shows, don't you skip the commercials? You've limited the access that advertisers have to you. So if we are marketers, don't we need to step back and recognize that if that's going on and we're limiting the access that people have to us, aren't people limiting the access that we have to them? Think about it. It's common sense. It's common sense because if you put yourself in the shoes of the prospect, and this is the hardest thing, but if you can learn how to do this, you could score and make gobs and gobs and gobs of money. Permission marketing, if you guys haven't heard that term, it's when people give you permission to send them offers, is bigger than ever before. And you either now have to make a choice to become a marketing professional and get on the bandwagon and know what you're doing. You see, before it was like, I'm just going to plug into the duplicatable system. Well, the duplicatable system, it's not what it was because of this media, because of the bombardment. I mean, back in 1999, nobody had been hit with 10,000 offers. Now I get pitched literally 100 times a day, either with stupid emails or by people in person. I get called, I get solicited, I get contacted. And let's talk for a minute about human physics. It's an important lesson, guys. Imagine you're going down to the furniture store and you walk in the door. Salesman comes towards you. This is physics. I don't know if you ever took physics. I didn't, but I know this much. Salesman comes towards you and he goes, "Can I help you?" What is your natural reaction? You move what way from him? Towards him or away from him? You move away and you say, "No, thank you, just looking." It's human physics. The guy goes out to the nightclub. He walks up to the chick. She's sitting there. She's gorgeous. He walks up and he goes, "Hey, baby, what's your sign?" Well, maybe they don't say that nowadays. Whatever they say. "What are you drinking? Can I buy you a drink?" And the girl goes, "No, thanks. My girlfriends and I are just leaving." And they all run off to the bathroom to avoid the guy. Is the guy a bad guy? She doesn't even know who he is. She just knows that she doesn't want to be near him because he's moving towards her. Yet in most of our businesses, we've been taught to move towards people. You see, permission marketing is when you place yourself in front of people in an assortment of ways, and those people give you permission and say, "Please come towards me. I'm welcoming you. Please send me stuff. Please send me info. Please let me know what you got." And I'll evidence by the fact that most of you that are on the phone tonight got an email, saw it on MySpace, saw it on Facebook, or saw it somewhere, and you actually came, one, you gave permission for the person to solicit you, and two, they didn't move towards you, you moved towards them. That's why you're on this phone call. So between permission marketing, human physics, the bombardment of stuff that's coming at people, the ads, the this, to that, people have tuned out. The playing field has changed. And you got to know what you're doing to get anywhere. Is there anything wrong with network marketing? No. Is there anything wrong with a 1-up or 2-up? No. Is there anything wrong with any program that you're working? Absolutely not. Is there something wrong with the way most people have been taught to market? Absolutely. And the common sense that I just gave you tells you so. Guys, the difference between me, Diane Hochman, and most marketers out there is that over 1,000 people a day observe me. How many people observed you today? Think about it.